welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new. If you are new, please, as everybody says on YouTube these days, hit the subscribe button, the like button, the little notification button. Do me a favour, because YouTube algorithm is not liking me at the minute and trying to get me recognised. But today I just want to make a video that a lot of people are asking about, which is what is my current training for running looking like. So how's it structured, what are my goals, that type of thing. And as the ever professional that I am in making videos, I've actually taken notes. So we're going to talk about what my running goals are, my current running split, a little bit more detail about my track work that I'm currently doing. Then we're going to talk about which running shoes that I'm wearing, which I know most of you are very interested in. And then we'll talk a little bit about why I don't record my runs via GPS and that type of thing. Okay, so without further ado, currently my running goals. Why do I run? So for a lot of my YouTube career, obviously I ran to become better at running faster, longer, you know, to place higher in triathlon, which was my sport, and a sport that I excelled in. To be perfectly honest, I'm not one of these people that goes out there and likes to, you know, stick my chest out and beat it and talk about how good I am or was or could be at things. But I did pretty well at triathlon, and you know, that's a lot of the reason why I ran. But the underlying reason of why I got into triathlon in the first place and why I ran was simply because I love running. So why do I run now? Very simply, above all else, is because I enjoy it. It's something that I like to do. And as human beings, we need to move. Everybody could, pretty much everybody could benefit from moving more. And for me, running is an activity that I absolutely adore. So for me, enjoyment, but also, you know, longevity, being healthy, living long enough to see my kids grow up, that type of thing. That's why I run. You know, so it's simple, it's basic, but it's pure enjoyment, longevity. You know, and as I've spoken about before, getting out there, seeing new things, smiling at people, and you know, having a good time. What my current split is, if we move on to that. So because I'm not trying to be competitive at running, I'm purely running for enjoyment. My split is roughly 3 runs a week, maybe 4, and that's split between 3 to 4 light runs outdoors. That goes without saying, and 1 track work a week if we can get our act together. So this is why it's roughly 3 to 4, because sometimes the track work falls through because it takes a group of us to get together. And those runs, they're not me trying to push myself. Then, you know, I'm not running into the red zone every time. I'm literally out there enjoying whatever weather it is. You know, a lot of people don't go out in the rain or whatever weather they don't like. I like to enjoy all weathers, just put my running kit on, out the door, and just start running. And you know, as soon as you do that, you just feel that elevated mood. You can't help but smile. And if you don't enjoy it currently, then it's something running is something very much that you can learn to enjoy, especially as you get fitter, you start running longer, and picking the right type of shoes is obviously a huge boon to that as well, because it helps you stay injury free, makes you more efficient, and in general helps with that, you know, the enjoyment of running. Now, a brief word from our sponsor of today's video, me, Steve Kalclash, via Titan Elite Performance Coaching. I've given up the 9 to 5 rat race grind so that I can work full time on my online coaching business. So whether that's improving your running, your triathlon, or your weightlifting in the gym, your goals will become my goals, and I can help you to achieve them. You know, it's all about, for me, working with people to unlock their full potential. It can be incredibly daunting to either start or to realize how to, you know, how to take your training to the next step, to become competitive, to beat your PBs, to perform better in competitions, you know, how to taper for competitions, and that's where I step in. I've got 3 programs. Link in the description down below for my website. If you want to learn more about those packages, they're on there, or you can contact me via Instagram. All of the links down below. I won't elaborate on it too much more, and we'll get back to the video, but please do reach out. I'm looking for clients at the moment. I'm just starting out on this journey. helping you, helping people get fit, get moving and unleash their potential is my passion in life. This is what I want to do in my life, and working, you know, with you guys, my Steve Kalclash community, is what gets me going and what gets me up in the morning. So please do click that link down below, check out my packages, and like I say, if you've got any questions, reach out on Instagram and let's get working together. But without further ado, let's get back to the video. If we move on a little bit then to track work, like I say, this is where I do start to push myself into the red zone, a little bit of friendly rivalry, shall we say. So a couple of my mates, my crew, will go down to the running track. We're all relatively large lads, I guess you would say. Some of us more eager in running than others. A lot of what we do is sprint focused, and for me, I've never been a sprinter, but it's fun. So some of the drills are completely alien to me, and we'll normally chop and change. So, you know, one person would lead the session, maybe a group of us will lead the session. But yeah, so sometimes the drills are a little bit more familiar to me than others. I'll put some footage up. You know, there's some like jumping over the mini hurdles thing, and with my hips as they are, just doesn't work for me. But otherwise, yeah, the track work is you know, about drills, short sprints, and then we follow that up with a 400-meter race. And that's all out red zone, boom, the type of stuff that really makes me thrive, and you know, it takes me back to the old days of competitive running. So I really look forward to that 400-meter sprint. To be honest, 800 meters, 1500, 5k would probably be more in my wheelhouse, but you know, just letting everything go and going hell for leather for 400 meters really does you know, lights a fire under my backside, to be honest. So I love the track work, I love the camaraderie, you know, the fun that can be had behind it. If anybody's local to Worthing on the south coast of England, then you're welcome to come along and you know, have a bit of a good time with us down at the track. It's a laugh, you know, and it's, as I say, it boils down to what this video is all about really. It's just about pure enjoyment of running and being outdoors. We'll move on now to what shoes I'm wearing, and hopefully this won't be a surprise to anybody. I am wearing barefoot, minimal style running shoes. Now, yesterday, last year, next year, for the rest of my life, that will never change. Okay, so more specifically, the shoes that I'm wearing at the moment, I have a pair of Vibrant V-Runs, I have a pair of New Balance Minimus, okay? And probably at the moment, the go-to pair of shoes that I've got are the New Balance Minimus. The sole is falling off, they're falling apart, they don't look anything to, you know, they're not nice to look at the moment. I've been running them for years, to be honest, and yeah, just a lot of good memories with those shoes, and I will continue to run in them until, you know, until there's nothing left of them, basically. I absolutely adore those shoes. I've got the V-Runs too, which I'll run in occasionally, and ideally I'd be running in my running spikes when I'm on the track, but through house move to house move to house move, my running spikes seem to have gone missing over the years. So I'm without running spikes at the moment, but I would run in running spikes on the track. And again, running spikes, traditionally in the running spikes I would use would be sprinters running spikes regardless of distance, so with zero padding, just have obviously the spikes for greater traction on the track. So yeah, that's my shoes, very basic. Like I say, I am not and have never been you know, a mouthpiece for Vibram specifically. I do have currently a pair of Vibrams, but I've recently been recommending just the cheap what are they, water shoes or whatever, very similar to Vibram, but you know, on Amazon you can pick them up for like 20 quid, and they seem to be just as good. I've not used them myself, but we might get some people on that have been using them just to share that. And finally, we get to why I don't record my runs anymore, but you've probably guessed it from the vibe of this video. It's because my running is for myself. It's a personal thing, it's something I enjoy doing. I'm not out there trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to run harder and faster than last time or further than last time or do anything other than enjoy myself, enjoy being outside, enjoy running, and it hopefully extend my lifespan by doing that. You know, I'm no spring chicken now. I'm 41. I do a lot of weightlifting as well, and running is just something that I do for the pure enjoyment and longevity, and you know, the ability to run around with my kids, enjoy the time with my kids, and that's it really. Having all this technology hanging off of you and analysing your runs, it definitely has a place. But just for everyday enjoyment of running, it's too much for me. You know, all of this tracking and monitoring and obsessing over numbers all the time. You know, if I was competing, I'd be bang on it, and any of my clients that are competing for something, then the numbers are fantastic and they help you improve. But for where I am in my running journey at the moment, don't need it. You know, I just want to go outside, enjoy running and run. And that's it. That's my running. There'll be plenty more footage to come of me running. I'm a lot heavier than I have been, as I say, in previous years, but I'm still running, I'm still getting out there, and I'm still enjoying it. And I'll wrap the video up now, but other than to say again, I'm coaching now. I'm moving into full-time coaching, so whether that's running, weightlifting, triathlon, which are my specialities really, but you know, from beginner to advanced, wherever you are in your journey, having a coach, having Steve Kalclash as your coach, it's going to excel, you know, your performance, and whatever your goals are will help you be accountable to them and reach your goals further and better. And I'm not going to waffle on, I've said it all before, but if you are interested in having me as your coach, please do follow the link below or reach out on Instagram and give me a shout, and you know, I'll be here and I'll love working with you and help seeing you develop and help being part of your journey to your personal development. And that's it for me, guys. Any suggestions for video content in the future, what you want to see, what you want to hear from me, please do drop it in the comments down below. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, all of that stuff. You know what to do right now. Keep it rolling.